Okay, just for the record, so they have it. Could you please state your name and your rank?
Oh, Army rank. Russell Bowen. Bowen, B-O-W-N, Bowen.
Okay. So you were in the Army, right?
Yes.
What was your position? What did you do?
Ride Jeeps and trucks. World War II.
So what was your rank again?
I was a first class private.
PFC.
Yeah.
So did you say you worked on Jeeps or you drove?
No, I drove Jeeps.
Drove Jeeps?
Mm-hmm.
Where were you stationed?
Camp Carson, Colorado.
Which war did you serve in?
World War II.
World War II? Any other wars?
No, that's the only one.
Were you drafted or did you enlist?
I enlisted.
You enlisted?
Mm-hmm.
What made you decide to join the Army?
I want to get away from Quincy.
Why did you pick the branch of service that you decided to join? Like, why Army rather than Navy or Marines?
No, I like the Army better than all of them.
What stood out about the Army better than the other ones?
Well, the Army's better. I have a lot of friends in the Army.
A lot of friends in the Army?
Mm-hmm.
Do you recall your first days in the Army?
Hmm?
Do you recall your first days in the Army?
What do you mean first day?
Like your first days of service?
Well, peel potatoes and wash dishes and all that stuff.
What did it feel like when you first joined up?
Feel good.
Felt pretty good? Glad to be there?
Yeah.
Tell me about your boot camp or other training experiences.
Well, I had boot camp up in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Went through basic training up there. Fluting and packing and carrying a gun.
Do you remember it being particularly hard or a breeze or?
Yeah, it was pretty hard in basic training.
Do you remember any of your instructors or drill sergeants?
I know we had a Jew lieutenant, first lieutenant, come out of Chicago. I don't know what his name was.
What'd you think about him?
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Pretty good guy?
Yeah, he's pretty good. He was in service for years and years.
How did you get through your first days of boot camp?
Oh, it was pretty hard. Then it was pretty easy, the last of it.
So as long as you could make it through the first part,
Yeah.
it was pretty much...
Yeah, just like a piece of cake.
Was it more physically tough or mentally tough?
No, that's pretty nice.
It was okay?
Yeah.
So where did you go during your time of service during World War II?
I went to Camp Benny, Georgia, and Camp Hood, Texas, and down in over by Leavenworth, Kansas, at the Army camp over there by the prison, and out in Colorado.
So you were all over the place.
Yeah, all over. Taking trucks and jeeps all over the state.
Taking crooks in Jeeps?
Mm-hmm.
So you were like a MP?
No, they had a big, chip 'em.
Oh.
Chip 'em. Chip 'em to different Army camps. That's all we done, quartermaster.
So you didn't see any combat, or did you end up seeing any combat?
I ain't seen nothing like that.
Aside from any restless crooks.
No, I saw some Germans in Colorado. In we call it, had a guardhouse. But I see them all walking around with their gray suits on.
Okay. Could you tell me about a couple memorable experiences you might have, funny stories maybe?
Oh, well, when I went in, I was a little green. In the ears, I didn't know what they was all that saluting and talking to your lieutenants and captains. Well, I got along pretty good with them.
Is there any kind of funny stories maybe that you may?
No.
Um, were you awarded any kind of medals or other citations? Let's see here. How did you stay in touch with your family?
I wrote back and forth to my father. My mother then passed away.
What was the food like in the military?
Hmm?
What was the food like in the military?
Pretty nice food.
Pretty good?
Mm-hmm.
How many, did you get 3 meals a day or?
3 meals a day.
Well, ain't too bad.
Get around cemeteries, go on hikes and go to the cemetery. Had your kitchen right on the truck.
Did you feel a lot of pressure or stress in your duties? Nope, just pretty enjoyable time?
Yeah, enjoy.
Was there anything special that you did for good luck in the service?
No.
How did people entertain themselves?
Play cards,
A lot of cards?
bingo, drink beer, have a good time. That's all.
Do you remember what you did on leave?
No, I come home on a furlough from Colorado. Come to Quincy on an airplane and walk around Quincy here. And they had an army camp called Camp Ellis, someplace in Illinois here. The MP stopped me on the street. So he said, I belong to that company. I'm not. And he said, I belong to that company. I come out of Colorado. Have my papers with me. That was all.
Now you obviously traveled a lot.
Yeah, I traveled a lot.
Can you describe that? Did you enjoy it, or did it get kind of stressful at times?
No, I enjoyed it. Seeing different camps. I liked it.
I imagine you met a lot of interesting people.
Yeah, captains, generals.
Did you meet any kind of lifetime friends, by going so many different places?
No, I met Joe Lewis and Jackie Robinson in Fort Riley, Kansas.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You describe that
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah, I saw them. Oh, he was boxing in the Army.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Lewis. Jackie Robinson, he ain't doing nothing. First lieutenant, he ain't doing it like that. Joe Lewis boxed all the time.
So he was a boxer in the Army. So did you get to see him box?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. Yeah, I saw him box twice, and they transferred me, sent me someplace else. He didn't stay very long in one company. You keep moving along.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you had your captain, your lieutenants, and all the soldiers with you. We just went from city to city, taking trucks and different trucks and jeeps. It was a good job.
Can you describe your times meeting with Jackie Robinson?
Oh, yeah, he's pretty nice. He's a pretty nice guy. Shook his hand.
Now, was he famous at the time, or was he pretty unknown at that time?
Yeah, he was famous. Joe Lewis was famous. He was a heavyweight champion of boxing.
Wow.
Brown Butler. He was a boxer, Joe Lewis was. He was a good boxer. And Jackie Robinson, he was first lieutenant in Fort Riley. He worked around horses, I guess horses. Pack mules and all that stuff.
So they were famous and they got drafted in, I take it?
Yeah, he got drafted.
So was Joe Lewis a pretty nice guy? Too?
Yeah, he's pretty nice.
Do you recall any kind of unusual event or maybe humorous event during your time in the military?
Mm-mm.
Not too much horseplay.
They kept him moving all the time. Sleep, eat, and move.
Sleep, eat, and move. Describe a normal day for you in the Army.
Well, you get up at 5 o'clock, go out and take exercise, run around, jump rope, have a rope to pull yourself over and all that. jumping in water and all that stuff.
So that was your daily PT?
Yeah, yeah.
And then after that, what
That's every day.
that's every day? So after your morning PT, did you do that through the whole day, or did you?
That's once a week.
That's once a week?
Mm-hmm.
So what were some other things that you would do during the day?
Go in town and stay for about 2 or 3 hours, and 3 or 4 hours, something like that, and come back. Had a pass, you can't stay too long. No, Uncle Sam didn't like that. And after we get done with that, after I got done with that, come back, read my book, Bible or something. And that's all.
That was it? Did you read a lot in the military to kind of keep...
Yeah, I read the Bible.
Did you use that as kind of an inspiration to just kind of make sure to keep you going?
No, it was a hobby.
It was a hobby?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hobby.
More of a hobby than anything? Mm-hmm. Do you have any photographs from your time of service?
No. Only thing I got is my father had it. From the Army camp in Fort Custer. I had that up in Colorado. I don't know what he done with it. He died, I guess. He got rid of all the stuff.
What did you think of your fellow soldiers that you were stationed with?
Yeah, they're pretty nice. It's all mixed.
Describe that mix.
Well, we had white and black together. Live together, sleep together, go out together, shoot gun together, work together. They had good friends.
What did you think of the officers or your commanding officers?
Well, we had some bad and some worse than died.
Describe for me your favorite CO and your least favorite CO.
I had a first class, I had a first sergeant called Sergeant Brown. He was in service now about 35 years. Master sergeant. Him and Lieutenant Bussey come out of Chicago. He was Jude, lieutenant. He was good. I got along good with him.
How about your least favorite? How about your least favorite CO?
Oh, at least?
Uh-huh.
Oh, he was pretty nice. He was pretty good.
They were all pretty good?
Oh, yeah.
Not too much yelling, I think?
No, ain't too much yelling.
Did you keep any kind of personal diary during your time?
No.
Do you recall the day? How long were you in the service for?
3 years.
3 years?
Mm-hmm.
What did you do after you got out?
Went and worked for my brother-in-law in Athens, Kansas.
What did you do there?
Had a junkyard. I was a welder.
Do you recall the day your service ended?
No.
So you worked in Kansas with your
Brother-in-law.
brother-in-law?
Mm-hmm.
What made you decide to? You said you were born and raised in Quincy, correct?
Yeah, I was born. I was raised over across the river, Grange.
Okay.
I come over here when I was 5 years old.
What made you decide to go to Kansas?
Well, my sister was sick. I had to go out and see about her.
Did you make any kind of close friends while you were in the service?
Yeah.
Could you describe a couple for me?
Sammy Morris, he come out of Flint, Michigan. I had another guy come out of Mississippi. Been so long. Called Tommy Jones or something. Come out of Mississippi.
What was he like?
Oh, he talk about home all the time. Tommy, he went in town and bought a lot of stuff and bring it back to us.
So he was pretty generous?
Yeah, generous.
Did you continue any of those relationships that you made while in the service?
Yeah.
How long did, like, in what ways did you continue the relationships?
I've been knowing Sammy Morris for around about 40 or 50 years. He lives in Flint, Michigan now.
And you still keep contact with him?
Oh, yeah.
Describe Sammy to me. What kind of guy is Sammy like?
Oh, kind of a short guy, kind of heavy set, brown skin. And then he likes to go out, have good time, drink beer, look at the girls. Yeah, we got along just like brothers. Just like even my brother, like I was his brother. We got along together just like we're brothers.
Did you join any kind of veterans organization
No.
after you were out?
Mm-mm.
So you said that you took on a career as a welder
Yeah.
right after you. How long did you do that for?
Well, about 3 years.
About 3 years? What did you do after that?
I went, come on back once I started shining shoes. Fixing shoes and blocking hats.
What made you decide to come back to Quincy?
Well, my father was getting up in ages and getting up in ages. He had a stroke and all that. And got to have somebody around him.
Did your military experience influence your thinking about war or about the military in general?
Mm-mm.
What are your views about the military? What are your views about war in general?
Oh, well, you got to go. You got to go. That's all I know. It was nice. It was nice and all like that. When it comes out, it was all right. I like to be home and be alive.
Did you ever attend any kind of reunions from your troops?
Mm-mm.
How about any kind of private reunions, like maybe you and a couple close friends?
We ain't around us like that. Sammy, he lived in Michigan, see, and the other boy lived down south. That was too far for me to travel. That was too far for me to travel.
Did Sammy ever get a chance to come down here?
No, he died. He died about 15 years ago.
How did your service and your experiences in the service affect your life?
Well, I was a young man. I went down to the post office down here. I asked my father, can I join the Navy? He said, nope. All right. I went down to the Navy office, listen in. Nope, we don't take no colored Navy guys in service when I was coming up. All right, and I went to Marines. Done the same thing, turned me down. Went to Air Force, turned me down. Went to the Army. I said, well, the only thing I can get in the Army is volunteer. All right, I volunteered to get in the Army, and I went in the Army. That was it.
Now you said that there was a really good mix of different kinds of people
Yeah, all
in
kinds.
the Army. How would you say that race relations were different in the Army than on the outside of that time?
Well, everybody got along good together in the service.
Kind of like a family?
Yeah, like a
brotherhood?
family. All of you ate together, all of you slept together, you worked together, you done this together and done that together. Everybody got along together in World War II. Now, I don't know what the devil they do now.
Is there anything that you would like to add to this interview that we haven't covered yet?
Well, I never cried no more. I'll never go back in the service no more. I'm too old now.
Okay. Is there any other stories that you might remember that you might want to tell?
No.
All right. Well, I think that's it on our end.
Okay.
All right, well, thank you very much.
Thank
Russ.
you.
It was really nice
Okay,
meeting
you got my serial number?
Do what?
You got my Army number?
We need to get that. We need to get the serial number on there. Is that, do you have that?
Yep, we got
You
the
got
service
it?
number.
What is
Okay,
it?
we
Yep,
got
What
it's
is it?
364252261.
No. Here's that. 36.
Mm-hmm.
42.
Mm-hmm.
What else is that?
52
52
and 61.
and 61. That's it.
You got it?
That's it. That's my old summer number. I ain't saw them dog things for 50 years. I don't know nothing of that. I ain't saw none of them. Huh?
Oh, but you still remember your number? That's
Oh yeah, I remember my name. I know what all that is.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a nephew who used to be in service. I got 3 nephews been in service.
Is that right?
I got 2 of
Were
them.
they all in the Army, or what were they?
Well, Clyde Jr., he was in the Army. He spent 20 years in service.
Whoa,
He's all over across the world.
he was a career.
And I had another one called James Williams. He was a paratrooper, jump out of airplane.
Oh,
World War II. I said, you can have that. I don't want that kind of, no, not for me. He spent 20 years, and I got Stevie. He was in 4 years.
wow.
No.
You got a lot of.
Yeah, I don't go back in that new. And I had a niece, had 2 nieces. One of the first lieutenant was in the Army. She went over across the sea,
Okay.
and she retired. And I had another called Helen. She went to wax.
Oh yeah.
Spent 2 years over across the sea. I thought
Okay.
that was enough for me.
Russ, I want to thank you for this
Okay.
interview and thank you for your service to this
Okay,
country.
thank you.
Because we always want to make sure we
Yeah, number
thank
2.
you guys for
Yeah,
serving your
number
country,
2.
because that's
Number
important.
2 guys took to the blow.
Let's turn this thing off here, JC. Just press the button.
Get that woman, take me back over.